and gentlemen, to the Go Home Show for Monday Night Raw. This week is WrestleMania week, and if we're talking about a packed show, we have a big packed show for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, our opening bout is going to be Adam Cole taking on Edge to kick us off tonight here in Tokyo, Japan.
Oh yeah, I like this guy.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Cole takes on Edge to open up Monday Night Raw. Adam Cole will be taking on Johnny Gargano for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. It's going to be a big night for WrestleMania. Too big for just one night. That's why we are having two separate nights for WrestleMania. And Edge, he'll be in a big match as well as the European Championship will be online. Edge challenges Damian Priest. And Adam Cole has done everything in his power to make sure he's gotten the upper hand on Johnny Gargano. Last week we were scheduled to have a face-to-face here on Monday Night Raw between Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole. Gargano makes his entrance out. Adam Cole just comes running down that ramp, coming right after Johnny Gargano, lays him out, busts him open, and Gargano was not medically cleared after that. Adam Cole would go on to main event Monday Night Raw and take on Dexter Lumis, and Adam Cole would walk out the winner. So if that's any sign of what's to come at WrestleMania, Adam Cole very well could be walking out with the WWE Championship. And it could be a new era here on Monday Night Raw. I'd love to see Johnny Gargano hold that championship for a very long time and start taking it into the new era here in Universe Mode after WrestleMania. And now we wait for the legend, the Rated R Superstar Edge, making his way down to the ring. And like we mentioned before, Edge looking to take that European Championship away from Damian Priest. And Judgment Day has been running roughshod all over Monday Night Raw. I believe it's ever since a little bit past Survivor Series, you could pretty much say. So I mean, it's been a crazy time here in Universe Mode. We've seen all these new developments. You go from Monday Night Raw having to do with the NWA to Raw having to do with Judgment Day. Finn Balor is the leader of Judgment Day. Finn Balor has recruited Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, and Braun Strowman. And they've done really well for themselves here in Universe Mode ever since they decided to become a team. So we'll see how Judgment Day will fare. We know Finn Balor will be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Damian Priest, he is going to be not just one match, but two matches. Damian Priest is going to be defending his European Championship, but also Damian Priest and Braun Strowman challenge for the Raw Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania. As we get underway, Adam Cole takes on Edge. Adam Cole coming right after. Attacking that left knee of Edge. And if Adam Cole can get a good strategy going here on Edge, this could be a early night. Jumping kick to the face there of Edge. And this is not where Edge wants to be in the beginning of the match. Not letting Adam Cole get all this momentum in early. Oh, wait a minute. It's Johnny Gargano. We saw Johnny Gargano make an appearance last week, basically distracting Adam Cole last week. And we were very surprised that Gargano even tried to make an appearance down to the ring, but thankfully for Gargano, he was able to get onto his own feet after being busted open last week. Gargano is in his wrestling attire. Austin Theory and Johnny Gargano go at it for the first time ever here in Monday Night Raw history. Gargano definitely looking to try to definitely send a message to Austin Theory later on tonight, but we're still focused on this big time match, first time ever, Adam Cole and Edge. And depending on where both of these superstars get drafted after WrestleMania, we could see this match down the line again. And possibly if Adam Cole is the WWE Champion or whatever, you never know. Anything is possible. As Edge, standing drop kick, takes down Adam Cole. Ever since that slight distraction from Johnny Gargano, Edge has been in control of this matchup. As soon as I say that, Adam Cole coming. Here comes Adam Cole, but now Edge. Oh, vicious headbutt takes down the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. Going for a kick to midsection, big knee strike from Cole. Oh, but the Edge with his own reversal. Both of these men have been scouting each other quite well, it seems. Big haymakers exchanged from both men. But look at Edge. Edge and Adam Cole, they just, like I mentioned, a lot of studying going on between both of these men. A lot of key reversals and key segments of this matchup. As now Adam Cole pushing away Edge. I wonder if Edge was maybe thinking about maybe going for a sharpshooter of sorts, but looks like he may try to do some damage to the outside. But again, another reversal in this match. And I definitely don't mind a good back and forth matchup, especially when you see two talented superstars, two main event talents going at it in the middle of this ring. As Adam Cole, pinfall attempt, just a 1 count.
What a gutsy performance.
They'll go for a clothesline. Edge was a little bit too early on that. Now he's thrown to the outside. And if you guys are just tuning in, we have a heck of a night starting for you guys tonight. Obviously, this is our opening bout, Edge versus Adam Cole. And we also have tonight, we have Austin Theory versus the WWE Champion Johnny Gargano. Two former tag team partners going at it today after Austin Theory betrayed Johnny Gargano last month. Also, we have Sting in action in a Pick Your Poison matchup where Sting gets his opponent picked by The Undertaker, and The Undertaker will be competing later on tonight where he gets his opponent picked by Sting. Also later on tonight, we have a big fatal 5-way matchup between 5 of the Money in the Bank competitors for the men's Money in the Bank. And also, like we mentioned before, a big time matchup is, wait, hold on, both of these guys need to get in the ring. Austin Theory is part of the Money in the Bank, but he's not a part of that fatal 5-way. So the 5 other superstars in that Money in the Bank matchup are Bobby Lashley, Sami Zayn, Walter, Cody Rhodes, and Drew McIntyre. A big 5-time, or I should say fatal 5-way coming your guys' way later on tonight. As Edge trying to decide what he wants to do in this time being as he connects with a DDT spiking Adam Cole. Pinfall attempt. Could that be enough to put away Adam Cole? But a strong kick out at 1. And Edge signaling the end is near for Adam Cole. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Has him up. Oh my goodness, a neck breaker there to Edge. Will this be enough? 2. No, 2.5. So close, and Adam Cole cannot believe it. How much more damage can both of these men sustain in this matchup? Both of these men have gone to hell and back tonight. Look at Adam Cole trying to do his best to send a message to Edge, and not just Edge tonight, but Adam Cole wants to send a message to Johnny Gargano. As Adam Cole, a beautiful frog splash halfway across the ring, and he literally has Edge right where he wants him. Oh no. Uh-oh, Adam Cole, Shining Wizard to the back of the head. Is that gonna be enough? 2, 3. Adam Cole, despite being aggravated by Johnny Gargano in the opener of this matchup, he's able to pick up one of the biggest wins of his whole career and pick up a win over the Rated R Superstar. And we know Edge is scheduled to be challenging for the European Championship at WrestleMania. It's going to be a great match between Damian Priest and Edge. As we go through the replay system here on Monday Night Raw, look at this vicious neck breaker of sorts. Knee right to the head there, almost enough to put him away at that time being. But right here at the end, the Shining Wizard at the back of the skull. And it was all she wrote. Let's make sure the shoulders are down. Referee was right there. 3 count perfect. Right to the back of the skull. We know Edge has had previous neck issues before. Concussion issues as well. But Adam Cole, biggest one of his career, and will he walk out WWE Champion? We'll have to wait and find out. And wait a minute, Johnny Gargano attacking Adam Cole. We know Gargano has a matchup next, and these two guys are going to be going to war in the main event of WrestleMania this weekend, and Gargano cannot wait to get his hands on Adam Cole. He's not going to wait. especially what Adam Cole did to him last week here. Oh my God, throwing him right on that fire extinguisher. Then hitting a discus clothesline just for good measure. Why not? Throwing a super kick out of nowhere. Johnny Gargano does not give a crap about Adam Cole. Adam Cole will do literally anything, and Gargano trying to stay above the water here. Adam Cole trying to drown him and keep him, or try to get that championship away from him at WrestleMania. You know how crazy Adam Cole is when you think about it. He even took out his undisputed tag team partners at a pay-per-view a couple months ago just to show that he was back. And oh, Adam Cole, big reversal from Adam Cole now. Uh-oh. Oh, he drops him on his head. And now Adam Cole looking to go to work here. Another one, then just bouncing his head right off that top of that crate there. Oh, then shoulder first into that, then a super kick. Come on. Can we get some security back here? It's again Gargano. And now where the hell is Adam Cole going? It looks like he's telling him to come all the way up here. Oh, this is a daredevil type of move from Adam Cole, daring Johnny Gargano, the WWE champion, to get up here, and now we have ourselves a standoff. Both men about to go to war. And Gargano thankfully was able to move out the way. Oh! The knees right on the arm there. That is not going to be feeling too good. Then a drop kick. This ain't good. This ain't good at all. So luckily he was not able to throw him off there. Uh-oh. This ain't good. This ain't good. Oh no. Please no. Oh my goodness. Sent out powerbomb. Thankfully didn't try to do anything else. Try to throw him off that. Oh, super kick. Super kick there from Johnny Gargano. But it seems like Gargano is still not done with him. This is just toying him like a crab, but still. And this is after your opening bout. Both of these men still going to war here. As he connects with the DDT right on that metal grate. That's not going to be feeling too well whatsoever. Oh, as he throws him right into that. I don't even know what you want to call that. Easy. It's a beautiful super kick there. And now where the hell is Johnny Gargano going now? Oh my. What the hell is Gargano thinking? Oh, he wants to take him over here. We have not had too many good things up here before. You guys remember on SmackDown last month between The Fiend and The Rock? Oh no. Oh, Adam Cole, thankfully, or I should say Johnny Gargano, thankfully dodging out of the way. Oh no. This is way too high right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is not where you want to be, ladies and gentlemen. Rock thankfully didn't have too much damage done to him. But now Adam Cole may just try and take out the WWE champion. We know this has been broken off before. Adam Cole does not care how many times he has to throw him into that. Oh my God. Can we get a referee or get someone to stop this? Oh no. Come on. Can we get somebody? Do something about this. Come on. Hit them with that snapmare. I don't know where the hell this is gonna go. Punch and chop, punch and chop. This is not good, ladies and gentlemen. Not good at all. Oh no. Oh no, Adam Cole. Oh no, please, please don't. Please don't. Oh my God. Power bomb to Johnny Gargano. Another kick to the midsection. What is on Adam Cole's mind here? Oh, and another powerbomb just for good sake. Man, this is just absolutely crazy when you think about it. And now Johnny Gargano with a reversal. Maybe Johnny Wrestling can show him. Oh my God! Johnny Gargano just tossing him. And now frog splash! Are you kidding me? Johnny Gargano, instead of going, they're trying to throw him up like a powerbomb or something, he decided to go and just throw him off the easy way, hit a frog splash, and now Gargano, just for good measure, super kicked Adam Cole, and Gargano gets his revenge prior to his championship defense at WrestleMania. Crazy shenanigans to kick us off here on Monday Night Raw. Adam Cole defeats Edge despite Gargano getting involved, and then Adam Cole heading to the back. Johnny Gargano's right there and attacks Adam Cole to try to get some revenge from last week's brutal beatdown inside that ring. Gets it, throws him all the way from up top down, hits a frog splash, and then decides to super kick him. We'll see how much, we'll see how Johnny Gargano's feeling after not just last week's beatdown from Adam Cole, but there was a little bit of a back and forth there briefly before Gargano eventually tossed Adam Cole over the top. But now for Johnny Gargano, he has to focus from one rivalry to another, and that being Austin Theory and Johnny Gargano were once formerly part of the way. Obviously, Austin Theory turned his back on Johnny Gargano. And ever since then, Austin Theory has looked really, really well. Everything considering last week he did lose to Sami Zayn, but besides that, Theory is going to have a big-time opportunity to become the next Mr. Money in the Bank with a win at WrestleMania. And during this week, ladies and gentlemen, you guys will be figuring out who and what matches will be on the very first night of WrestleMania. It could be the Money in the Bank match for Raw or the women's Money in the Bank for Raw. So we'll have to wait and see. And we'll see if Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole are night 1 or night 2. Will this be the very last time we see Johnny Gargano with that WWE Championship around his waist? I want to say hopefully not, but Adam Cole is one dangerous superstar, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely crazy what he can get done in that professional wrestling ring. Gargano has had a lot of accolades there in NXT. He had a former Raw Women's Champion. Raw Tag Team Champion with himself and Austin Theory. They were eventually going to lose it, and obviously Gargano would win the chamber matchup where the WWE Championship was on the line, and he has title defenses over Edge so far here. So big question is for Gargano, can he survive Adam Cole this Saturday or Sunday when that WWE Championship is on the line? Here we go. Referee rings the bell. Big monumental matchup between both of these men here. Especially for Austin Theory. This is his, you could say, his mentor, a man that gave him a chance. Austin Theory and Gargano were trying to find their way here on Monday Night Raw. And Gargano took Theory under his wing. Like I mentioned before, pretty good tag team here on Monday Night Raw. Rose from the bottom all the way to the top for a good little bit, and all the way to where we saw Gargano and Theory were the Raw Tag Team Champions. At one time, Dakota Kai and Candice LeRae were the Women's Tag Team Champions, and all in a week span, that all went away, unfortunately, which sucks, but it is what it is, nothing you can do about it. And since then, Austin Theory has left the way, and Dakota Kai has left the way as well. Not in terms of what Austin Theory has done, but Dakota Kai says she has some other stuff that she'd rather, put her time into than being a tag team with the way she's saying that it's falling apart. And obviously Gargano and LeRae, I should say Candice LeRae and Gargano weren't too happy about what Dakota Kai said. I should say Dakota Kai was doing that up and left, Candice LeRae. So, you know, it's a shame to see Dakota Kai leave the way, but now we got Johnny Gargano, Dexter Lumis, Candice LeRae, Gargano, LeRae, Indy Hartwell, and Dexter Lumis, all part of the way. So, you know, they still got plenty of people in there. So, Gargano, missile dart right into that second turnbuckle. May literally break the nose of Austin Theory. Will that be enough? No, 2.5. Gargano thought it was going to be enough, but Theory stays in the matchup. But for how much longer, though, is the question. Gargano setting up Theory here. If he hits it, could be game over. Super kick, dead on. Will that be enough to put away all day Austin Theory? It is. Gargano with some redemption over Austin Theory. Gargano first takes out Adam Cole after Adam Cole's matchup backstage there. And then Gargano has it back and forth with Austin Theory. And your WWE Champion walks out with a big win tonight here on Monday Night Raw. And this go-home show, ladies and gentlemen, has already been very chaotic. WWE Champion getting the upper hand tonight. Will he be able to walk out with the WWE Championship this Saturday or Sunday? We'll have to wait and see. A big time main event coming your guys' way. Gargano, Adam Cole. What night are they going to be main eventing? We will have to wait and find out. But a big win nonetheless for Johnny Gargano as we get ready for some more action here on Raw. It's always nice to see Johnny Gargano picking up a win over Austin Theory. We'll see if Austin Theory will maybe get the upper hand one day over Johnny Gargano. But now we get the first ever matchup of Sting here on Monday Night Raw.
From Charlotte, North Carolina,
here in Tokyo, Japan, right in front of the Japanese fans. We have a big night, big time matchup. Not just this legend, but we have the Undertaker as well, and he'll be main eventing Monday Night Raw. The question is, first, who did the Undertaker pick for Sting, and also who did Sting pick for the Undertaker? Be a big question to find out. But you know, for Sting, you know, Undertaker may have picked a younger guy because, you know, Sting's up there in age. So a younger guy definitely, for sure, could out-wrestle Sting, for sure. I mean, Sting is still in phenomenal shape for his age. But I don't know if he'd be able to handle a up-and-coming superstar. But the question is, you know, who would Undertaker talk to? He has a lot of people that he talked to over the years there. But looks like we are ready to figure out who it's going to be. Who is it? Oh, oh no. This is, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Kane, the brother of The Undertaker, making a special appearance here on Monday Night Raw. Kane takes on Sting next here on Monday Night Raw. And maybe Kane will be a part of the WWE draft coming up Monday night. Next Monday night, we figure out the roster of Raw and SmackDown. Does Raw decide to pick up Kane, Sting, Undertaker, any other legends? We'll have to wait and find out. But we got ourselves a Legends match here between Sting, Kane, live on Monday Night Raw. Here we go. And Kane coming right out of the gate, right after Sting. And now, flapjacking Sting right there. And he's gonna stomp away on Sting. And, you know, for your Sting, you gotta be very careful here. Sting obviously was dealing with a lot of WCW wrestlers when he was back wrestling. Obviously, Sting has been on the independents, wrestling for other various promotions like Impact Wrestling and anything else like that. NWA and whatnot, to keep himself in phenomenal shape. Had tremendous rivalries all the way back then, but making his first ever appearance here in WWE. As Sting, right to the lower back. So Kane looking quite impressive here. We haven't really seen Kane too much here in Universe mode per se. As Kane gonna go high risk. This is not good. Kane, axe handle, takes down Sting. Like I mentioned, Kane looking real good here early against Sting. Sting trying to figure out Kane right now. Like I mentioned, I didn't figure Kane was going to be a pick for the Undertaker, but he is the brother of the Undertaker, so I guess I should have taken that into consideration. But I felt like that might have been way out of the box, but it's not. It's a drop kick to the middle of that back. Kane continuing to go to work here on Sting. Oh, big uppercut chop there as well, and now Kane again with those furious strikes. Big punch there from Kane. Gonna go for a back suplex. No, right on the hardest part of the apron. Undertaker has picked a tremendous opponent for Sting because Sting is having troubles here early on. This is what Sting needs to do. Somehow get back in this matchup. Do the little things right here. He slowly but surely takes out Kane. But he cannot let up. As he tosses Kane back in the ring. Big opportunity for Sting. Can he get some offensive going? As no, he's going to eat a side slam. Vintage Kane there. If Kane looks this good, I definitely see himself getting drafted to Raw or SmackDown. Oh! Very last second, 2.9. I do not know how much more Sting has left in him. He has been thrown to the wolves in this matchup. Kane has dominated this matchup, and he might be putting Sting away. And Sting might not be retiring at next year's WrestleMania. He may not even make it to this year's WrestleMania. No, but he kicks out again. And Kane cannot believe it. Sting somehow, someway, kicking out. The crowd telling both of these men to fight forever. They're witnessing Sting's first ever matchup here on Raw. Probably wish that Sting could get a little bit more in offensively, but he's currently struggling. Oh, here comes Sting. Getting some maneuvers in finally. It took him a little bit of time to wake up, but here comes Sting. He's all fired up. But it maybe taking way too much time to tossed over the apron now. And now, big clever blow to the back of the head. Into it. Oh, look at that drop kick. Sting's like, no. I'm not going to allow that to happen. Sting needs to capitalize right now, though. Oh, big punch. Another one. Here comes Sting. And now, gut-wrench suplex. Sting needs to do little by little. He plans on putting away Kane tonight. Sting needs a win. It would be a shame for Sting to lose his first ever matchup here on Raw, especially to his brother Kane, but to Undertaker's brother Kane, but especially when you have a big time, first time ever matchup at WrestleMania. Scorpion death drop to Kane, but he's not done yet. Not done yet. Oh, he's gonna go for he's gonna flip him over. The sharpshooter, Scorpion. Will he make Kane tap out? Kane, is he gonna tap? Kane. Oh, Sting lets go though. Sting gonna go looking to fly here. Oh, big axe handle. Can Sting defeat Kane? First ever matchup for Sting. Yes, he does. Sting hits the Scorpion death drop and hits that Scorpion submission, that sharpshooter from Sting, and he defeats Kane tonight live. A much needed win for Sting. It took him a little bit. He took a lot of big maneuvers from Kane. But if Sting can take a bunch of maneuvers from Undertaker's brother Kane, I think Sting has a big shot at WrestleMania of walking out with a victory. Now we have to figure out who Taker's facing. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, for a short concert from Elias.
Hello, I am Elias. And as the man who holds the power of the wind in his fist, I've got one question for everybody here tonight. Who wants to walk with Elias? Now, I have been all across the world. I've been to Paris, I've been to Italy, all across Europe, South America, South Africa, you name it. Elias has been there, and it has brought me here tonight. And it seems everywhere I go, no matter what I do, a universal truth follows me. And I am certain that everyone here knows it. It is that WWE stands for. I said WWE stands for. Well, I gotta tell you, I certainly came prepared with a song tonight, but before I get started, I need you all to do a few things for me. I need you to silence your cell phones, hold your applause, and shut your mouths. I'm waiting for a town that's not such a disgrace, but I see so many stupid people, I wanna punch them in the face. I'm waiting for a town that's not such a disgrace, but I see so many stupid people, I wanna punch them in the face.
What is a Monday Night Raw episode without the very charismatic Elias? But now Elias has to focus on the ever dangerous Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe will be taking on Walter at WrestleMania. The $1 Million Championship will be on the line. Two absolute brutal superstars will be going at it. This all came about last week here, where Walter said he wants someone to step up to the plate. Walter says he plans on walking out with the Money in the Bank briefcase, as well as defending his $1 Million Championship at WrestleMania. But he listed the superstars he's defeated with that championship on the line and other superstars, and he said, I don't think anyone's going to step up to the plate. And all of a sudden, Samoa Joe appears, and those two would go back and forth. Walter ultimately would get the upper hand on Samoa Joe. But hell, I'll take a Samoa Joe Walter matchup any time of the week, 24/7, and twice on a Sunday. These guys are going to beat the living crap out of each other. We cannot confirm to you which day this matchup will be on, from the end of Monday Night Raw tonight all the way to the end of SmackDown. We will definitely get you guys that night 1 and night 2 WrestleMania card. But a lot of stuff backstage going on to figure out what the most important matches should be on to kind of, throw them on both shows, so that one night's not more stacked than the other. As Elias stomping away on the arm there, or I should say the hand of Samoa Joe. Elias is going to be a part of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal for Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. A big announcement was announced earlier on this week, announcing that we're going to have 10 from Raw and 10 from SmackDown. So representing Monday Night Raw, Shinsuke Nakamura. Hold on to that thought. Samoa Joe with a pinfall. Just a one count. So Shinsuke Nakamura, Elias, Kofi Kingston, Cedric Alexander, Omos, Miz, Finn Balor, Randy Orton, Matt Riddle, and Bronson Reed. All part of that big battle royal. At least for the Monday Night Raw side. SmackDown has Dolph Ziggler, Dominic Dijakovic, Dominic Mysterio, Buddy Murphy, Aleister Black, Rey Mysterio, Cesaro, Keith Lee, Chad Gable, and making his Universe Mode debut for the very first time ever, it is going to be representing SmackDown, Logan Paul. And Logan Paul, I'm assuming he's going to be a part of the WWE draft that will be happening the night after the WrestleMania, which will be starting next Monday night when the draft will be happening. I believe it's a short contract, but for the time being, we'll have to figure out who Logan Paul will be drafted to. Will he be drafted to Raw? Will he be drafted over to SmackDown? A lot of big things, especially for Elias and Samoa Joe. And talking about in this match right here, who's going to be going to Raw? Who's going to SmackDown? Samoa Joe had a good career there on SmackDown before coming on over to Raw. It's just kind of deciding what the general manager thinks is going to be best for him. You know, we're going to have a new general manager there on NXT. Triple H will officially be becoming the new chairman of the board, new chairman of all of WWE, taking over from Vince McMahon effectively after WrestleMania. And his first ever night's going to be the WWE draft, so he's going to have a chaotic start to his tenure as the WWE chairman. Big power slam there from Samoa Joe. Could that be enough to put away Elias? Oh, so close. A last second kick out there from Elias. See if Elias can somehow get back in this matchup here. About to be night for Elias. Coquina clutch. Locked in. Nowhere to go for Elias. Will Elias have to tap out? Referee literally right on top of him just to make sure. And Samoa Joe letting go of it. Maybe he was losing grip, but deciding to let go. We'll see if that maybe comes to hurt him in the end here. Elias back up to his feet. And how big of a win would it be for Elias? A former world champion is Samoa Joe. If Elias can win tonight, and you know, maybe that can get him a bigger ranking into the WWE draft. Obviously, the winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, where he has to eliminate 19 other superstars, you do get a title shot of your choice. So for Elias, if he wins, he gets to choose whatever champion he wants to go after, Raw or SmackDown. But for Elias, I would definitely wait just to make sure, you know, you get drafted first and then kind of decide, okay, hey, I'm going to go after this champion on Raw or this champion on SmackDown. As and look for the drift away on Samoa Joe. Pinfall attempt. Oh, there is a rope break. The big legs of Samoa Joe. Is Elias now going to take some time to taunt this crowd in Japan, but Samoa Joe as well. Samoa Joe being saved by that bottom rope. We'll see if he can somehow get back in this matchup. Samoa Joe is in trouble right now. Will Joe be able to come back into this matchup here? He has a tough task in front of him right now, and that being Elias. A big kick and punch now. Here comes Elias. Elias. Oh! Swinging neck breaker there from Elias. That may be enough to put away Samoa Joe tonight. Massive win coming for Elias here. Pinfall. 2. No! 2.9. Samoa Joe somehow kicking out. I do not know how he was able to kick out of that, but somehow, some way able to do it. And now Elias looking at the drift away one more time. Why not? Pinfall. Oh, but another rope break saving Samoa Joe. Elias needs to drag Samoa Joe away from that bottom rope. That is what's hurting Elias. If Elias ends up losing this matchup, it's going to be these key moments in this matchup where he's hitting these big maneuvers, but he's not been able to put away Samoa Joe there. As he gets hit with an open-handed shot to the face. That may be a knockout blow to Elias. Ooh, referee catching that bottom rope, thankfully. Hopefully we don't have any controversial finishes at WrestleMania, where everything culminates at the granddaddy of them all, that being WrestleMania. And now Samoa Joe, muscle buster there to Elias. Will Elias lose this matchup to Samoa Joe? 2, 3. Samoa Joe picks up the win. Only due to Elias' misfortunes in this matchup. After he hits the drift away, not able to drag Samoa Joe to the middle of the ring. Samoa Joe just has those long legs that saved him tonight. But ultimately, you would think Elias would have won this matchup, but Hey, a win is a win. It doesn't have to be pretty. And Samoa Joe gets it done tonight in this matchup. Samoa Joe takes on Walter. But Walter will be a part of a big fatal 5-way matchup later on tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot wait to see how that turns out with much needed momentum in that Money in the Bank matchup as we get ready for some more action here. How dare you boo me? I am your Royal Rumble winner and soon to be your Raw Women's Champion at WrestleMania. Bayley, I know you're here tonight. You're going to be facing Toni Storm just here in moments. But this is going to be the very last time you ever hold that Raw Women's Championship. So you better hold that very tight to your chest because you're going to be losing it at WrestleMania. I hope you watched what I did to Bianca Belair last week because it was short and it was sweet. Bianca Belair, I have a lot of respect for that young woman. She's the future of this business. But when she faces the Queen, she has no chance whatsoever. So Bayley, I want to make sure I have my eyes really in tuned into this matchup, and maybe I might even show up. We'll have to wait and see. But Bayley, good luck out there because you're definitely going to need it. Some strong words there from Charlotte Flair. And I mean, this Japanese crowd definitely has good taste in booing Charlotte Flair. But it's going to be a big-time matchup WrestleMania weekend. This weekend, it's going to be Charlotte taking on Bayley in the main event of one of the WrestleManias. So Raw is going to have 2 main events at WrestleMania. One for each night, so it's going to be a stacked card no matter what. There's a lot of big-time matches, not just from Raw side, but for SmackDown side as well. So it's a lot of big things coming our way. WrestleMania weekend, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be this Sunday. So we got this Monday Night Raw, NXT coming up, SmackDown, NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver, and also the 2-night extravaganza, that being WrestleMania Night 1 and WrestleMania Night 2. And all of that, we're going to have some more wrestling the next night after WrestleMania, that being the WWE Draft on Monday Night Raw. As now we have your Raw Women's Champion Bayley. Charlotte saying that this is going to be the last night that Bayley's going to be holding on to that WWE Championship. Charlotte self-proclaiming herself as the next Raw Women's Champion. Bayley has been really good these last couple months with that Raw Women's Championship. Able to hold off the likes of Rhea Ripley for sure, as well as some other big name women on this roster. So I mean, Bayley's been able to figure out herself, pick up some big wins, and we'll see if at WrestleMania Bayley can retain her Raw Women's Championship. It's gonna be the main event of Monday Night Raw, or not? Well, obviously not the main event tonight, but she will be main eventing WrestleMania one of the nights. Bayley versus Charlotte, 2 of the 4 horsewomen. Bayley, Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch. And the funny thing is, all 4 of those 4 horsewomen will be in action at WrestleMania. 2 of them being in the Money in the Bank matchup for SmackDown, Sasha Banks and Naomi. And obviously Bayley and Charlotte being in this matchup, as well as Becky Lynch will be getting her rematch for the SmackDown Women's Championship by taking on Raquel Gonzalez for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Referee wins the belt. Here we go. Toni Storm and Bayley. Big time money matchup here. And I think it's a win-win situation here. Toni Storm gets some more time because Toni Storm will be one of the 6 women in that Money in the Bank matchup for the Raw Women's side. So for the Raw Money in the Bank side, for the women's, you got Bianca Belair, Asuka, Toni Storm, Natalya, Sonya Deville, and Candice LeRae. Big opportunity for all those women to walk out with that Money in the Bank briefcase. And depending on where we're in the card, there could be a cash-in possibly on whoever walks out with that championship, Bayley or Charlotte. But the question is, who walks out with that Money in the Bank briefcase at WrestleMania Night 1 or Night 2? Toni Storm looking really good here. Now into the corner. Toni Storm, I think this would be one of the biggest wins for Toni Storm's career here, if she's able to knock off Bayley here. That was a nice, tremendous suplex there from from Toni Storm. Will it be Toni time tonight here on Raw? Look at the leg, referee right there. 2. So 2.5. Very close to pulling off an upset victory tonight. But still to come tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we will have one half of the members of Judgment Day, Braun Strowman. He will have Damian Priest in his corner as Braun Strowman takes on Fabian Eichner in a one-on-one bout as they get ready for that big-time main Raw Tag Team title shot there at WrestleMania. As Toni Storm. No! Nice hip attack there from Toni Storm. It's not going to be feeling too good for Bayley. Got Toni Storm looking to fly. Like I mentioned, Judgment Day versus Imperium for the Raw Tag Team titles. Before I got cut off there. Toni Storm. Oh, that is beautiful. Cannonball drop kick takes down Bayley, and Bayley is in trouble right now. Can she get back into this matchup? Now, the midsection. Bayley's trying to get something going. She's been Toni too much. Bayley to belly out of nowhere. Just like that. And the women's champion changed the momentum. Oh, 2.5. Just when you think that Toni might be able to take out Bayley just able to hit that out of nowhere. And now look at this. Face planting knee strike. Will that be enough? 1, 2, 3. How crazy is that? Bayley can flip it on a switch just like that. Bayley was getting dominated. We're going to see these highlights. She got dominated. Toni Storm got dominated Bayley in this matchup. All of a sudden, a Bayley to belly changes up the momentum of the matchup. Then that vicious finisher that Bayley has connected with multiple times and that has won her the Raw Women's Championship and has defended it quite well. Hopefully get the highlight right there. Face planting her right there. That is going to be hurting for certain. And Bayley walks out with a much needed win as Bayley takes on Charlotte for the Raw Women's Championship. It looks like Charlotte was playing some mind games and Charlotte will not be coming out here. Oh wait, as soon as I say that, Charlotte coming right after Bayley. I wasn't expecting Charlotte to actually come out here. She said she was going to keep a close eye on this matchup, but it looks like Charlotte wants to make sure Bayley will not be 100% heading in to WrestleMania. Let's look at Charlotte stretching out Bayley, making Bayley tap out. Bayley did have a grueling matchup with Toni Storm. Bayley essentially getting lucky in this matchup. Connected to Bayley to belly in the last moments of the match, almost the last ditch effort, honestly. Charlotte's still taking it to your Raw Women's Champion here. Charlotte wants to have another championship reign here at Universe Mode. She's going to possibly get that opportunity. As Bayley with a haymaker. Here comes Bayley. But now Charlotte fighting back. Both of these women are going to be main eventing WrestleMania. Both of these women beating the living crap out of each other here on Raw. And now, look at this. A headlock there. And she just made Charlotte tap out there. But maybe Charlotte was trying to get out of that as soon as she can. Big wrestling takedown there from Bayley. But what a back and forth between the challenger, Charlotte, and Bayley, the women's champion.
Taking a moment to let her know who the real superstar is here.
As now we are ready for some more singles action here, as we're going to see a singles matchup between Braun Strowman and Fabian Eichner here on Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. We got ourselves a tag team match this Saturday or Sunday for the Raw Tag Team Championships. The Judgment Day won a tag team #1 contenders matchup. Strowman and Priest worked very well together. So we'll see how Strowman will fare in his one-on-one combats with Fabian Eichner. But obviously we're going to have to work together again because we missed tag team championships.
Weighing in at 385 pounds.
For Damian Priest, he could walk out with not just the European Championship defeating Edge, but European Champion currently, Damian Priest could walk out with the Raw Tag Team Championships alongside with his big man, Braun Strowman. It's only, or even Damian Priest could lose all the championships. Lose to Edge for the European Championship, as well as lose against Imperium, and Imperium could retain. So anything is possible. Judgment Day have a big opportunity coming up Saturday or Sunday. Well, actually both nights, just in case, because we don't know the full schedule just yet. We'll be finding out hopefully sometime this week, obviously, who is going to be on night 1 and night 2 of WrestleMania. Big time opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is on the line. As now here comes the very sacred ring, and that being Imperium. And for Imperium, they will be without Walter tonight. Walter is currently getting ready for a massive fatal 5-way that's going to be coming up here very shortly. All the members of the Money in the Bank matchup, besides Austin Theory, are in that matchup. So tonight, it's going to be Bobby Lashley, Sami Zayn, Walter, Cody Rhodes, and Drew McIntyre in your co-main event of the evening. The other co-main event, obviously, is the Undertaker taking on the opponent that Sting has handpicked.
From South Tyrol, Italy.
And earlier on tonight, we saw Sting in action taking on Kane. That was a really good back-and-forth matchup. I thought Kane was honestly going to win that. But Sting was able to come back, hit some fast strikes, kind of get Kane off-center and everything like that. Hit the Scorpion Death Drop. We'd also hit that Scorpion Sharpshooter. He was able to let go and then eventually get the pinfall victory over Kane. But that was a very impressive win for Sting. And I think if he shows the same thing that he did tonight against The Undertaker, I think Sting very well could defeat The Undertaker. It's one of those things that we have to wait and find out. Talking about your Raw Tag Team Champions, will this be the last time we see Imperium holding those Raw Tag Team Championships? And if they win it, you would think they would stay on Monday Night Raw, but if they were to lose it, would they still be drafted to Raw? Would they be drafted to SmackDown? Would there be new scenery? It's honestly going to depend on what exactly is on the plans, and if Shawn and The Rock are still going to be your general managers. Hopefully they will, but anything is very well possible. As we get ready for a big marquee singles matchup here. Let's see if Fabian Eichner pull off a upset victory over a former world champion, that being Braun Strowman.
He's always looking for the next person to butt heads with. Braun just wants to spend his time doing what he does best.
Side slam.
True enough, it's just incredible how Strowman is always ready.
I mean, a lot of people aren't really thinking that they really has a Fabian Eichner doesn't really have a chance per se. You never know. There's room for upset victories. Big clovering blow from Strowman. Now Strowman. Braun Strowman. Big suplex around Fabian Eichner. Now we go for another suplex, but Fabian Eichner able to fight out of it momentarily. And this is what we're going to see for Imperium, if they're going to even be able to pick up a man like Braun Strowman. Damian Priest is a big man too, but right now this is where Imperium have to decide what their game plan is. Yes, this is a singles matchup, but they're going to have to work together somehow, some way to take down this big 7-foot monster, and also, again, it's just a bit smaller, and that being Damian Priest, the current European champion. And hopefully for Damian Priest's sake, he won't have to have 2 matches in one night, but that's very well possible. Stunning chokeslammer from Braun Strowman. Will that be it? Oh, 2.5. Fabian Eichner could be moments away from being destroyed here. As Fabian fighting back. Big clothesline. It stuns the big man momentarily. Here comes Fabian. Oh, big clothesline. There you go, Fabian. Oh, look at Fabian Eichner. He's all fired up right now. You gotta stay on Strowman. You cannot give him any time to recuperate. Oh, big clubbing blow to the back. There you go. Slowly but surely. Oh, look at Fabian. Oh, God. Are you kidding me? The 7-foot monster being tossed around like a cruiserweight. That just shows you how powerful Fabian Eichner is. And just like that, the powerbomb out of nowhere, and Fabian Eichner with an upset victory over Braun Strowman tonight. How crazy. The powerbomb, a man the size of Braun Strowman. A upset of probably the century, honestly. Fabian Eichner has just defeated Braun Strowman before WrestleMania. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a fatal 5-way matchup between 5 of the 6 competitors that are going to be in the Money in the Bank matchup. And here comes the almighty Bobby Lashley, former European champion here in the series. And we'll see if this man can walk out with a Money in the Bank briefcase this coming weekend. And for, obviously, for this Monday Night Raw episode, it's going to be a pivotal matchup right here to kind of see who's going to get that momentum heading into the Saturday or Sunday's matchup for that Money in the Bank briefcase. So in this fatal 5-way, it is everyone except for, obviously, Austin Theory, who Austin Theory took on Johnny Gargano, the WWE Champion. And obviously Austin Theory would lose to Johnny Gargano. Good back and forth matchup. Gargano did get the upper hand. So tonight is going to be Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn versus Walter versus Cody Rhodes and versus Drew McIntyre. A huge fatal 5-way. And normally this would probably be your main event of the evening, but we have the Undertaker still to come tonight in your main event of the evening. We still got to figure out who Sting is picking for the Undertaker. This big pick your poison matchup. Earlier on tonight, Undertaker picked Sting's opponent, that being Kane. And honestly, there for a little bit there, I honestly thought Sting was going to lose, but Sting was able to fight back, dig down deep, and was able to battle back in that matchup and pick up the win. So we'll have to wait and see what the main event looks like. But this fatal 5-way matchup, it's all about not just momentum, but sending a message to 4 other opponents tonight in this big time matchup, and make sure maybe that it won't be 100%, because in the Money in the Bank matchup you essentially could get lucky, because you could have, you know, a bunch of superstars accidentally fall off the ladder, get RKO, you know, a swinging neck breaker, anything like that in the matchup. And you know, it could be, you know, a time where all superstars just happen to be getting up into the ring, grabbing that briefcase and stealing a victory. And there's a lot of opportunists in this matchup, including Austin Theory. So imagine during one of the WrestleManias, Austin Theory is able to win that Money in the Bank briefcase. Because this WrestleMania is going to dictate the future of this WWE company. Because after WrestleMania, Triple H takes over WWE effective immediately after that WrestleMania. And his first night is going to be Monday Night Raw, and part of that WWE draft for Raw and SmackDown. And now here comes the fan favorite Sami Zayn, making his way down here in this Tokyo, Japan crowd. Sami Zayn has done quite well for himself as of late, ever since he's been trying to get on the fans' side here in universe mode. But for the longest time, Sami Zayn, I guess you could say most of his time here in the series, he's had mighty struggles. But ever finally, since going away from the disciples and everything, Sami Zayn has been able to figure himself out. But can Sami Zayn grab that briefcase this Saturday or Sunday and pick up that win? Because then he'll be able to cash in on whatever championship, whatever world champion happens to be here on Raw. Or maybe decides to go to SmackDown. I mean, obviously it makes sense for him to cash in on the Raw champion. But with WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last opportunity where, you know, you win the championship or win the briefcase, and all the champions are there. You know, that person could cash in whenever they want to. But you never know what could happen. As now we wait for the American Nightmare, the 3-time WWE Champion, making his way down to the ring. American Nightmare Cody Rhodes has been so spectacular since joining back here in WWE, saving Monday Night Raw, winning the WWE Championship in a triple threat matchup the night after Survivor Series. Could have a little bit of a rivalry, you could say respectful rivalry between himself and Edge. Would go back and forth exchanging championship belts. And ultimately Edge would get the upper hand and take that championship away from Cody Rhodes. Obviously, we know what happened at Elimination Chamber. Johnny Gargano, who earned his spot in that chamber matchup by obviously defeating a superstar to get into that Elimination Chamber, and was able to outlast 5 other superstars to win that chamber matchup, to win that WWE Championship matchup. It's absolutely spectacular, ladies and gentlemen, that the whole WrestleMania card is, there's a lot of unpredictable matches that, I mean, a lot of people are going to see, this match, you see this opponent winning more than the other. I think this whole card has a lot of, unpredictability, and that's what you gotta love about it. Especially about the Money in the Bank matches, those 4 Money in the Bank matches, 2 for Raw, 2 for SmackDown. You can't really, figure out who's gonna win what. And like I said, for wrestling, unpredictability is awesome. That's what keeps the fans on the edge of their seat, keeps them in tuned in the matchup as long as they can. So, as now here comes the $1 million champion, and most likely the most dangerous person in that Money in the Bank matchup, and that is Walter. Walter, this Saturday or Sunday, will be defending his $1 million championship against Samoa Joe, as well as he will also be in the Money in the Bank matchup. Imagine for Walter that he could walk out with the $1 million championship and the Money in the Bank briefcase. How crazy would that be to see Walter having 2 championships around his waist if he keeps the $1 million championship at WrestleMania and also grabs that briefcase? You don't want to get too ahead of yourself, but I mean, Walter has been really good so far here in Universe Mode, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely crazy. Especially here on Monday Night Raw, ever since being moved up here. On NXT, he may have, kind of trying to figure himself out there, but on Monday Night Raw, he has been a tremendous asset here. He even took that $1 million championship away from Kevin Nash a couple weeks away from that Survivor Series pay-per-view. So Walter's held that championship for a good couple months. We'll see if Walter can continue that at WrestleMania, because he's going to have a Samoan submission machine on his tail. It is going to be one of the most hard-hitting matches in WrestleMania history, coming up Saturday or Sunday, part of that 2-night spectacular granddaddy of them all, that being WrestleMania. As it looks like we are all ready, referee ringing that bell. Here comes this very chaotic match here on Monday Night Raw. Who's going to walk out victorious? It's going to be a big historic night, ladies and gentlemen. A big go-home show for you. Still to come, our main event. The Undertaker will be main eventing this Monday Night Raw. To pick your poison matchup, Sting has to decide and pick the Undertaker's opponent. And do you guys have any clue, maybe some ideas on who Sting would try to pick as his opponent? Is there a guy in that locker room that, I believe everyone in this locker room honestly should get their hand on the Undertaker, because first off, he's a WWE Hall of Famer, one of the best to ever do it in the middle of that ring, and this man is going to have one last run in him from obviously what we saw in the Elimination Chamber to all the way to next year's WrestleMania. So hopefully, maybe for Taker, he's going to win out at this WrestleMania against Sting, well, at least for his sake, and we'll kind of have to see where it goes when we get to the big-time WrestleMania match this year, and obviously to next year's. Sting's saying that he also is going to be retiring at next year's WrestleMania as well, so we'll just have to wait and see where that goes. That's now Cody Rhodes pinfall, referee right there with a strong kick out at 1. And I also think this is a big opportunity for these 4 men in the middle of the ring, because Walter is down and out at ringside. And, you know, if you have the big man Walter down and out, you might be able to hit a pinfall victory or a submission real quick on these other guys in the middle of the ring. That's Rhodes still out to the outside. Sami Zayn trying to go against Bobby Lashley now, trying to outlast Drew McIntyre. But that's not going to happen as a gut-punch powerbomb. Ooh, Walter and Cody Rhodes going to the inside. Oh, big chop. Here comes McIntyre. We've actually seen Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre once here on Monday Night Raw. Unfortunately, that ended in a disqualification when Braun Strowman got involved in that match. As Cody Rhodes trying to do that ground and pound game, but Walter's not going to have any of it. As now here comes Bobby Lashley and Sami Zayn, middle of the ring. Big time for Bobby Lashley here. He's the only one in here with Sami Zayn. He can somehow put away Sami Zayn before any of these superstars realize it. Strong kick out at one. And now Walter. Oh no, this ain't good. Boom! Trying to cave in the chest. Big powerbomb there from the almighty Bobby Lashley. Sami Zayn holding his reps. He could be in trouble here. Wait a minute. As soon as I say that, thunderbomb out of nowhere to Bobby Lashley. Can Sami Zayn pick up a big win here? Can he continue his momentum? Zayn gonna flip him over, gonna go for the pinfall. McIntyre not gonna allow that to happen though. As McIntyre, I think he might have been trying to go for the Future Shock DDT, but obviously it didn't work out in McIntyre's favor. All 5 men back in the ring here. Zayn getting hung up on that top rope, and Walter being spiked on his head. And like we said, this match is going to be very chaotic. It's going to be hard to call, but WrestleMania, both night 1 and 2, it is going to be absolutely crazy, ladies and gentlemen. From top to bottom, we do know our main events, we just don't know for what nights. As Walter, with a release powerbomb, almost going to be a release powerbomb. Normally that's what he does. But he decided to go for a pinfall. Ooh, Walter not going to get disrespected by Cody Rhodes. But we know for sure Charlotte Flair versus Bayley is going to main event of WrestleMania, as well as Johnny Gargano, the WWE Champion, will take on Adam Cole in one of the main events of WrestleMania. And you guys will get more information this week on when those WrestleMania matches are going to be. More than likely just before the NXT episode, as a nice springboard enzuigiri to the side of his face there of Walter. Oh, look at this ground and pound game. Oh wait, McIntyre wants to hit a pinfall. But this is what we're talking about, this unpredictability of this matchup. For these gentlemen, they don't know really what the best time to do these maneuvers is, because there's just so much chaos going on at once. And now Walter throw him on top. Oh, backstabber from Sami Zayn. Lashley down and out. Sami Zayn the only one that's really up to his feet at the moment, as we know McIntyre and Walter up to their feet. Oh, nice STO there from McIntyre. Sami Zayn still in this matchup though momentarily. No, another STO there. Walter down and out. Now McIntyre coming after Sami Zayn. That would have been a perfect opportunity for Sami Zayn to try and do something. But now Sami Zayn throwing over the top rope. Now it's down to Walter and McIntyre. Can both of these men finish each other off before the other 3 men try to get into this match? Oh, God. Oh, no. It's almost like a reverse Alabama slam. Big time maneuver. Face planting Walter. I'm sure Drew McIntyre does not want any more of these guys getting involved in this matchup. I'm sure McIntyre wanted to get his hands more on Walter. We recently saw Walter and Drew McIntyre one-on-one, and it was actually one of the first matches for the Money in the Bank here on Monday Night Raw. Walter would defeat Drew McIntyre. A good back-and-forth matchup though. Of course, every time we saw McIntyre and Walter go at it. As McIntyre just getting his chest caved in. Uh-oh. Oh, almost like a rock bottom type of maneuver there from Walter. McIntyre does break it up. Oh, I think Walter is busted wide open, ladies and gentlemen. And almost like a guillotine maneuver here. submission maneuver on Sami Zayn. This is not a false count anywhere matchup. All this damage to Sami Zayn is going to do a lot of damage. But I mean, it's not really going to help him out here necessarily. As Cody Rhodes and McIntyre go right in the middle of the ring. Uh-oh. Cody Rhodes going to set up McIntyre here. Uh-oh. Crossroads to McIntyre. Is this going to be it? Walter's down and out, bleeding like a stuffed pig. Bobby Lashley dealing with Sami Zayn. 2, 3, and yes, Cody Rhodes has defeated Drew McIntyre. And Cody Rhodes picking up a big time win in this fatal 5-way co-main event of the evening. A hell of a matchup. There was moments in this matchup where you could have seen every single superstar win, but it just could not have multiple winners. Obviously, Walter with a beautiful powerbomb, went for the pinfall, too close to the ropes. As we just see more and more action from earlier on in the matchup. But right here, the ending, the crossroads, and crossroads from Cody picks up the win. Cody Rhodes, big time win tonight. Will this be the scene at WrestleMania? Will Cody Rhodes be able to climb up that ladder, grab that Money in the Bank briefcase, and be a future world champion once again here in Universe Mode? We will have to wait and see at WrestleMania. And now, backstage here, Edge and Damian Priest going at it. Priest probably wasn't too happy that Braun Strowman lost to Fabian Eichner and Edge lost to Adam Cole earlier on in the night. Both men are going to be going at it for the European Championship at WrestleMania. The question is, do we know what night it is? As both men just continuing to hit these glancing blows face to face here. Oh, gonna throw him on the table. Oh, super kicked him. Almost super kicked him through the table as he connects with a drop kick. As oh no, we know the damage that Edge can do with that. The master of the concerto. Oh my god. Backstage here just beating the living crap out of Damian Priest. You hate to see it, don't you? Spear! Spear out of nowhere. And now what is Edge doing with this table here? Damian Priest not moving whatsoever, but obviously Edge does not care. Oh no. Edge setting up Damian Priest on the table. Oh no. Oh no, not through the table. No. Oh my god. Edge laying out the European champion. And this Saturday or Sunday at WrestleMania, Edge takes on Damian Priest. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event of the go-home show of WrestleMania. The Undertaker is in the house. He is closing the main event. But the question is, who did Sting pick for the Undertaker to face off tonight? Because this Saturday or Sunday at WrestleMania, The Undertaker takes on Sting for the very first time in WWE history. How unlikely that these two gentlemen have never met. Sting had the ability, more than likely, to get signed after once WCW went out of business, decided to still remain loyal to WCW, signed over to Impact Wrestling / NWA, did plenty of big-time matches over there with the likes of Kurt Angle and such. And now, finally, Sting has decided to come to WWE. And he's going to get his opportunity at WrestleMania. You know, Sting came out after The Undertaker said that he was going to show up on Raw and SmackDown and look for a challenger. And Sting showed up saying, hey, you have to look no further. We know this is a money matchup right here, a first time ever match in WWE history, so let's make history. And obviously both men would kind of trade jabs back and forth. Everything has been respectful for the most part. But at WrestleMania, these two legends go at it. I cannot wait to see how these guys are going to fare. We saw Sting in action earlier tonight against The Undertaker's brother Kane. And we'll see how that matchup at WrestleMania goes. But let's go ahead and figure out who The Undertaker's opponent is just in mere moments. This Japanese crowd is in shock and awe. A big time appearance. You know, when The Undertaker is showing up here on Monday Night Raw, it means major things. Yes, man, you can just feel the eeriness, the big fight feel tonight. We've seen a lot tonight. But who is going to be facing The Undertaker? And for Undertaker getting up there in age, he's still in phenomenal shape. But we'll see how he fares when he gets later on in this matchup here. And a lot like himself from the early 2000s, my favorite part of him was the biker. But let's go ahead and see who it was, or who it is, I should say. Oh, no way. A man that carried WCW on his back in the late 1990s. That being Hulk Hogan. And we know for Hulk Hogan, ladies and gentlemen, this man led a fight with the NWO himself, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, leading an invasion, leading to a Survivor Series matchup. Where it was Team Raw versus Team NWO. If NWO would have won, it would have been becoming Monday Night Nitro. But thankfully for Cody Rhodes, was able to keep the NWO away. And we don't know if this is a one-off appearance, but Sting has picked the Hulkster, Hulk Hogan. And we know there's a big stipulation that, you know, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Hollywood Hulk Hogan couldn't be signed here unless there's, you know, something was signed about it. But this is technically a different version of Hulk Hogan. This was prior to him being in the NWO in the late 1990s. And even earlier, honestly, the days of WWF. Then obviously went to WCW, carried that company where he would defeat Monday Night Raw and WWE for 83 weeks in a row. But Hollywood Hulk Hogan, ladies and gentlemen, one of the best to ever do it. You don't have to love him, but you gotta like what he has done in this professional wrestling business. And for an old man like the Hulkster, he still looks like he's in phenomenal shape, man. These guys are training for a match of a lifetime. And I'm honestly surprised Sting picking Hulk Hogan. I was surprised with when Kane was picked earlier by The Undertaker, but we do get ourselves a first time ever matchup here in Universe Mode history in the main event. Hogan and Taker going to war here in the main event of Monday Night Raw. As now a face buster taking down the Hulkster, Hollywood, or I should say Hulk Hogan, not Hollywood Hogan. No, again focusing on the face. And, you know, I don't know who you'd favor if this match goes on for a long time, so you gotta expect, you know, shorter the match up between both of these men. It's gonna favor, you know, either one of them, obviously, in terms of, you know, your stamina is not gonna be the same as what it was back 20 years ago. Obviously, these two have history back in the early 2000s when Undertaker was the undisputed champion, and Hogan as well was on SmackDown. Plenty of big-time matches for Hogan back in the day, including The Rock, Undertaker, Triple H, and many, many others there on SmackDown back in the day. It's now Hogan coming right after The Undertaker, not going to let him breathe. This honestly feels like a fantasy-type matchup, but this is happening legit, ladies and gentlemen. This is your main event of the evening for the first time ever here in WWE history here on Monday Night Raw. We're going to see Hogan and Taker go at it here for the first time ever here in Universe Mode history. As now Hogan's going to toss Taker right into the steel steps. And maybe for Hogan, he can do a favor for Sting and kind of let him make sure that Undertaker won't be 100%, but also, you know, make sure that Taker walks out with a L tonight. Taker with the big clubbing blow of the kidneys. Taker now heading back into the ring. Referee at a 7. Oh, and Taker doing the throat slit to Hogan. I don't know if Hogan probably won't take that too lightly. So going for a power slam. Hogan, big reversal, spiking Taker on his head. And now here we go, pinfall attempt. Will this be enough? 2, no, 2.5. Taker stays in it, but for how much longer? How much longer can the dead man stay in this matchup? Oh, big leg drop on that left arm, left elbow. Oh, what the hell? Lights went out. Oh, there's Taker. Taker from behind. Taker using his very mysterious powers, his creepiness to take over this matchup. And now Taker, Taker looking to fly. High risk, Undertaker. Taker could have cost himself. They're not at least trying to decide to go for flying lessons. Hogan telling Taker to get up to his feet here. It's now Hogan with a double-handed choke slam with Undertaker. And Undertaker not really able to capitalize after basically changing the light system here in Japan. Big boot. Big boot there from Hogan. Vintage Hollywood Hulk Hogan there. And now pinfall attempt here from Hogan. Will this be enough? 2. No, Taker able to kick out at 2.5. Hogan cannot believe it. Good back and forth matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Both of these men going to war tonight. And now, big clubbing, very closed-handed punch there. Let's see if Taker can somehow get back in this matchup. Big knee strike to the dome. As now Taker back up to his feet. Into a scoop slam. Wait a minute. Oh, leg drop. Was that shades of Hogan there? I think that honestly was. I don't know if that means he just stole his finisher or what the hell that was, but I mean, still highly effective. And now pinfall. Will this be enough? Oh, strong kick out at 1, surprisingly. I know Taker hasn't been able to get much offensive in early in this matchup, but still, I think the Hulkster would be down to at least a 2 count, but still not enough damage done yet from the dead man. As Hogan with a nice reversal here. Hogan setting up Taker. Going for the scoop slam into the leg drop. Big leg drop there from Hogan. Is that enough? Oh, rope break saving Undertaker. And now a little throat slit of his own from Hogan to Taker. I think this match might be getting very personal. As a big kick to the face there, Taker. High risk, high reward situation. Going for the elbow. Hogan should know with his age, he should not be going high risk. Both of these men need to keep their feet on the ground. And as soon as I say that, Taker is going to do one of his most famous maneuvers. We're going to see it on Raw. Big takedown there of Hogan. Taker was risking it all there. And now, Taker going to look for some snake eyes. Oh, big reversal from Hogan. Both of these men beating the living crap out of each other in your go-home show main event. Wait a minute. Hogan! Choke slam! Choke slam to Taker. Did he just steal? I think he just stole the Undertaker's one of his maneuvers out of his back pocket. And I honestly think that's just pissed off the Undertaker. Not something you want to do is now military press line. Oh no! The rake of the eyes. The rake of the eyes from Taker. Into a Russian leg sweep. The legends are out in full force tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait a minute. Triangle choke. Triangle choke on Hogan. Will Hogan have to tap out? Nowhere to go. Hell's Gate is locked in. Is he sending Hogan to hell? But Taker had to let go of it. But maybe Hogan's breath knocked him out. 2, 3, yes it is. Taker, hard-fought win tonight and your main event of the evening. Holy crap. crap, what a main event. The Hulkster was able to dig down deep tonight, have an impressive showing. But the Undertaker had just way too much at the very end, hitting that Hell's Gate as we go through the replays. The very end, once again, another big boot from Hogan. But Taker was just way too much for you guys tonight at WrestleMania. Sting and The Undertaker, one-on-one for the first time ever here in WWE history and in Universe Mode history. Who walks out with the win at WrestleMania? We will have to wait and find out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight.